Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. I got some good news and some bad news. We'll cover most of the good news. Yesterday was the 4th, which is typically payday for me. And we done our normal thing. We went to San Carlos, going to the bank and so forth. And we got completed there. We'll get into more details a little bit later. Had a small obstacle though, which I'll overcome, no problem. But Grace and I, we were late going to the bank, so it was basically lunchtime. So we decided to go to our favorite little restaurant, Mr. C's, in town, San Carlos. They've got 2 branches. And I had some wonderful roast beef and a great chef salad. And I had dessert. I had a muffin. It was a small muffin with chocolate and walnuts in it. It was great. But to top it off, Grace ordered a tart. I didn't hear the complete name of it when she ordered it. With ice cream. And Lord and behold, it was something I hadn't had probably close to 20 years. Pecan pie with creamy vanilla ice cream. Heated. And 3 strawberries. I'll post a picture of that. It was absolutely delicious. I didn't realize how much I missed something. I didn't even think it's even possible here in the Philippines, because things like that, it's by accident only. But anyway, after that tidbit of enjoyment, we went to the local hardware there in town that we have purchased stuff in the past from, and the prices are generally reasonable. And I went online to check, see if I get a price difference, and it's pretty close, including shipping. So it's within reason to purchase. Yeah, I'm dragging it out. Anyway, we're getting our project in motion. We bought the fence wire. We call it the metal part is what they call a 4-1. It's 4 foot tall and 1 inch holes, galvanized. And excuse me. And then we also bought the plastic, which is much finer. I don't know the hole size on it, for the top run. And come out, so we're going to get our project started this month. I don't know about the chickens yet. We're still debating on that. And we still got our hopes of getting the Rhode Island Reds and the Black Astrolot, or however you pronounce it. Excuse me. Be right back. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. The chicken. We're still working with a supplier on the other side of the island. We decided to try to get mature chickens and incubate our own eggs from those chickens. If I can get the numbers I want, we should be able to acquire enough heads in a much shorter period of time than trying to get chicks. We can do the chick thing, but get them a breeding age and expanding our flock will take much longer. So we decided to try to get adult hens and roosters. But the main thing is we're getting the lot fenced in, and we're going to get our coops built. And I marked off half the lot yesterday for the post to be done today, so we can get hopefully within the next few days, have the fence done and start working on the coops. Now I'll take some pictures and video of this as it progresses. Now I won't get to today because we got to go back to San Carlos. Where we were late yesterday, and the reason we were late, Virgil was a little bit under the weather, but he's okay. Don't fret. So we're delayed, and Virgil went with us yesterday. So we didn't get to do the grocery shopping and some other necessary things. But, overall, it was a good day. Now, the bad news. I didn't get my money. The annual letter that we living overseas and using direct deposit here, I mailed it in. And they haven't received it. The reason I know this, I've got to give the embassy credit this time on their quick response on the email. I was shocked. I sent them an email letting them know that my deposit wasn't made. Just a matter of a few minutes, they responded. Now, to correct my problem, this is the good part. They sent me a link. I can download the form that I need to fill out, which is no issue, which we'll do today. Matter of fact, I have an extra form on hand, and we filled it out yesterday evening. And we can send it by courier to the embassy in Manila. And once they receive it, they can activate my account again and the deposit be made. So I would expect within the week my money to be there. Because getting it to Manila should be within 2 or 3 days. And I'll follow up on it with emails. I'll send them the tracking number and let them know I'm aware when they receive it. So if you're living here in the Philippines, don't panic. If you're drawing Social Security and they don't receive Are You Alive letter, as I call it. Just take your time, send an email to Manila Embassy. It's easy to find the email address. Very easy. Just Google it, and I think it's ssafbu.gov.ph or something like that. But anyway, you can Google it. It's easy to find. And they will respond. No, not everything will be as quick as they was for me yesterday. Don't panic. And you can use the Manila address instead of using the U.S. address, and use a courier. See, if you send it to the U.S., they got a P.O. box. Kind of difficult for them to receive that way. But no panic. We got it taken care of. But after all that's said and done, you know, Grace and I are looking forward to entertaining you with our project. I'll be doing videos, and I'm sure Grace will too. She enjoys that. And it will be a learning experience for us in tropics, you know, raising chickens, and let you know the progress as it goes along, and what obstacles we'll overcome and so forth. Feeding, cost of food and so forth. The free foods that we can acquire locally. There's a lot of plant life here that we can use, which is not in abundant close to our home. But I've got some ideas I'm working on that to where I can acquire it economically as things go along. I've got one idea. It's not a money thing to acquire some of this food, more or less a barter thing. I'm going to try, once we get things going a little bit, our egg production, in order to help the locals. They can bring me plants that I require to feed the chickens. I'll trade them for eggs. In other words, they can get free food for things that's close to their home, and I can get offset the cost of food for my chickens. Well, it's not all mine, raising our chickens. So when I say mine, it means our. So keep that in mind. That's one thing I've thought about. You know, we've traded a few eggs, all for food for our chickens. I was thinking about, you know, if I can manage to come up with extra money to help with that, is get what they call a chopper. It's a device that looks like a sideways lawnmower, kind of, with a big blade inside of it, designed to, well, similar to a chipper, but it's more refined. It's much smaller. To do some of the plants that we can shred them up and blend it in with feed. So I'm looking into that. That's nothing immediate, like I said. Once we get chickens start getting enough heads, that's an investment I will need to make. So, folks, stay tuned, and I appreciate everybody that does take time out to watch my video. I want to see how life is here, and if you're living out in the province, maybe it's a possibility. It's something that would help you and your spouse, or wife in my case, generate a little extra income to overcome some of this hyperinflation, as I call it. It's really, with the inflation here, has really put a damper on our budget. And of course, I know it's worldwide. It's not just us. But we're trying to figure out ways to offset that in order to maintain our lifestyle, and also be able to help our community at the same time. So, folks, if you don't mind, subscribe, and hopefully more to come, and we can give you some entertainment with what we do. So, take care and enjoy.